this issue that's been coming up is about copyright infringement. And so what I've been seeing across social media platforms, everything from Instagram to Facebook to YouTube, is people posting videos, slide shares of photos, all sorts of things, even just graphics. And they add music, and what they'll tag it with or put in the description is no copyright infringement intended. Guys, I'm here to let you know it doesn't matter that you put that in there. You're still infringing on someone else's work. So here's your best tip. Okay, my best tip for you. I actually had a client reach out to me a while back, and she was working on a project. She had come across, I think what she said, it was the perfect music for the project that she was working on, and she came across it on YouTube. It was a guy singing, and she sent me the link, and she said, Sheila, this music would be perfect for my project. Should I just go ahead and use it and hope that he doesn't find out, or should I reach out to him? What should I do? Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of background. So she sent me the link. I took a look at the channel. It was a YouTube channel. I listened to the music. It's not like this person was a star or a celebrity or anything like that. Just your regular person who has a YouTube channel and a few followers and is creating something that belongs to him. Okay, and so here's the deal. This was the advice I gave her. Very simple advice. This is like rule number one, the first thing you should do when you want to use someone else's work. Reach out and contact them. Ask permission. That's like the easiest thing to do, especially when you know who it is. Now, if you don't know who it is, that's something entirely different. But in this case, she had come across his music on YouTube. She had a project that she thought would be great for it, and she was really, really interested in using it. And so I had a conversation with her about it, and just let her know, well, first of all, it doesn't matter whether or not you're a celebrity, okay? So once you create something, you own it. It's yours. And sometimes people don't realize that. They think that the work that they make is not protected unless they register the copyright. And that's not true. You actually have rights in your work just when you create it. It just happens automatically. It's like easier than birth, okay? It's just automatic. So you have these rights in your work. And that means you can do just about anything with your work, okay? Including giving someone else use of your work to use however you would like for them to be able to use it. So you can put restrictions on it. And so that's what I told her. I said, reach out to this person, have a conversation with him, tell him about your project, tell him why you think it's a really good fit, ask him about his concerns, because it is his work. A lot of times when we're working with creatives, we understand that the work that's put out there for everyone else is usually a product of what's inside. So you get this external product that's based on internal feelings and experiences. So I feel like it's very important for you to have conversations with someone about what their concerns are. And then the other thing is talk to him about possible compensation. And so if you don't have any money to give the person, then tell the person that and say, well, here's what I can do. How would you like for me to attribute the work or credit your work? Where would you like for me to place your name? What would you like for it to say? And have a conversation with the person about that. Figure out how you can collaborate on this together and make it a win-win for both of you, okay? And so that's really the main thing that I tell people. Have a conversation with the other person, reach out to them, be open and honest about what you're going to use their work for, because it's really going to matter to them. And if you're open and honest, if you're really truly authentic about what's going on, then more than likely they'll be open to having you use the work. And then at that point, you're just working out the details. So in this case, and I sound totally like a lawyer there doing that whole analysis when I say that. But with this particular client, that's exactly what she did. She reached out to him. She had a conversation with him. She told him about the project that she was working on. And it turns out he was delighted to be able to assist her. Now, I'm not sure if they agreed to any sort of financial compensation, but I did tell her to make sure she talked to him about credits and about what his concerns were. So anytime you want to use someone else's work, definitely, first of all, reach out to them and try to get their permission. Don't just use the work without talking to them. Yeah. Right now in this video, I have background music playing. You can hear it, yeah. And I either pull music from YouTube's library or free music archive. And they have music that you can use, and the only requirement typically is making sure that you follow whatever attribution requirements that they have listed. And so sometimes they're just like, we don't have any. You're free to use our music however you want to use it, in whatever way, whatever style. If you want to cut it up, if you want to, I don't know, put it on a video, put it on SlideShare, put it just with graphics. They're free and open for you to use it. And so YouTube Library has music available, and they'll tell you what you need to add. Free Music Archive has music available, and typically I download that music and I use that music. If you're going to be using music in a commercial setting, sometimes people will have different requirements than if you're just using it for personal use and you're not going to be like collecting money from some sort of thing. So yeah, whatever their requirements are, you need to check that. And so, like I said before, number one, try to get their permission. And number two, if you can't, you don't know who they are, you can't come to an agreement, just find another source, because there's some out there. I know sometimes we get attached to, I don't know, things like music and stuff. We get attached to it and we think that it has to be in our project because it works so well. And trust me, I know, because I've done some projects. But yeah, we can find other sources. So work with them, and then once you've agreed to everything, put that stuff in writing. You know, I'm an attorney, I'm gonna tell you that. Put that stuff in writing. It doesn't have to be 10 pages long. Just, you know, what the specifics are. Capture it, have both parties sign it, you're ready to go. So, hope you got a little bit out of this. We'll be talking about some other things. Don't forget to subscribe.